Hey guys, so today we'll be making one of my new favorite pasta recipes. This recipe inspired by my favorite recipe to make hamburgers, and it's truly delicious. The two key ingredients that I use to make this cheeseburger inspired really transforms this dish from the usual few ingredients that I use in almost every pasta recipe. Before we get started, let me know what you think these two secret recipes could be in the comments down below. So let's get started right now. So first things first, preheat your oven at 400 degrees and start boiling some water for your pasta. Next, after you have that done, heat up a pan on medium heat with a bit of olive oil. So add about half a tablespoon of olive oil and let this become hot. So now add in your half an onion, which I have finely chopped. Just give it a quick mix and cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes or until it starts to become translucent. So once your pasta water is up to a boil, season it generously with salt. I'd say about half a tablespoon. Now add in your pasta and let this cook for 7 to 8 minutes or until al dente. So now add in your garlic. So these are 2 minced cloves. Just stir this around and let it cook for about 30 seconds to a minute. Should become really fragrant right now. So now add in the ground beef. This is a perfect amount for one portion, this recipe. You can easily quadruple, double, times 10 this recipe and use the same ratio. It's going to be delicious every time. Just going to break this down and keep stirring until there's no pink left. Once there's no pink in the meat, add salt and pepper. Give it a quick mix. So now add in 1 cup of posada or strained tomatoes. Now if you can't find posada at your local grocery store, you can use San Marzano type tomatoes and just blitz it up so it's nice and smooth. And if you can't find canned San Marzano tomatoes, just use regular canned whole tomatoes. It won't be the same because these special types of tomatoes from Italy, they really have the kind of sweetness that other tomatoes don't have. You can try finding these tomatoes at your local Italian bodegas or try to find these tomatoes online. Give this all a nice mix and let the sauce come up to a quick simmer. So when it's come to a simmer, just let the sauce cook out for about 4 to 5 minutes or until you see little bits of oil start to separate from the sauce. You want to get some of that water out of the sauce so it's nice and thick. So it's been about 4 to 5 minutes and the sauce has this sheen from that olive oil we used. It's nice and thick as well. Now we're gonna add 2 key ingredients that really make this sauce distinct. Few splashes of Worcester sauce or Worcestershire sauce and then a few splashes of green tabasco. And that Worcester sauce really stains that sauce. It brings this nice, sweet, spicy, smoky flavor to our burger or our cheeseburger pasta. So just give this a nice mix and just let this keep on cooking for about 1 more minute. What I love about this pasta is it really reminds me of having a delicious juicy burger, and my favorite combination has onions, some ketchup, some mustard, tabasco, and a little bit of Worcester sauce. Now I think it'll be really weird if I add mustard and ketchup to pasta. I think the tomatoes do a good job of taking place of ketchup and mustard. It's nice that we leave it out. The sauce is done cooking. Add in your pasta, turn off the heat. Just give this a nice toss. Now after you've mixed the pasta with your sauce, be sure to taste for seasoning, because we added some salt in the pasta water, we added some to cook the meat out, so just be sure to adjust it to your preference. Now transfer all that delicious pasta into a personal casserole. If you don't have a personal one, you may leave it in the pan. Or if you're making a large batch, you can put it in a large enough casserole just so that it doesn't burn when you put it in the oven if it's a thin layer of pasta. You can also use one of those, the bread pans, the loaf pans, or the rectangular aluminium pans. Whatever you can have access to really fit the pasta so that's just right. So now just stick in our cubes of cheddar. That's gonna be a really fun treat when the pasta bakes in the oven and the cheese melts in these little clumps. I personally love taking huge bites of that cheese with all that pasta, that sauce. And it looks really cool too, I think. And that's it. Now transfer this to an oven at 400 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now what's really great about this recipe is you can get that casserole ready, or a family-sized casserole ready with all that cheese looking beautiful, and just let it sit in the fridge. Don't bake it. You can prepare this ahead of time for dinner. Maybe 2, 3, 4 days, maybe stretching it, but you could do it the night that you want to eat it. Heat up the oven at 400 and you let this cook for 10 extra minutes or until it's warmed through and the top is just crispy with the pasta, the sauce and the cheese caramelizing. Guys, do you hear that sizzle? I really hope you can. If you can't, rewind back 5 seconds and bump up the volume. That cheese is truly amazing. This dish is good to go. I'm not gonna put any garnish on this. I like it just the way it is. These little pools of cheddar cheese. Can't wait to eat this. I'm gonna give it a quick taste test before I let you guys go. Okay, I'm not gonna try to lift this up to show you guys. I hope you got a good picture earlier, because this thing is hot and I don't want to drop it. Cheese. Whoops. I bet you're jealous. Well, stop being jealous and go ahead and make this food, okay? So there you have it, guys. This dish is to die for. It's really cool how I got the idea to make this dish, and it's so tasty, and the Worcester sauce and the tomato, they go amazingly well. You're totally gonna love this dish, and if you want to see more awesome fusion type dishes just like this, let me know in the comments down below. Leave this video a like and subscribe to this channel to see more awesome videos just like this. And of course, don't forget to follow me on all my social media, and I'll see you guys again on the next one.